Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be ranking certain film characters based on their Proverbs 31 wifeability. We're going to be ranking them. That's a very important part. Don't forget that. That's kind of what... Now, I have to say this video is probably nearly misogynistic, but yeah, I think we're good. This is all necessary for science.
So being a good wife.
Yes.
So it's literally like a real person waifu tier list.
Much. These choices are based on biblical standards, like Proverbs 31 shows the virtues of a righteous wife. And then all of that kind of demonstrates the role of a wife. So that's kind of the basis of what's going on here. Now let's get on to it. I also showed a PowerPoint to my friends, so I'm going to also show some of those clips as well. So, okay, so on the first, the bottom of the list is Moana. Yeah, she's all the way at the bottom. She's very anti-authority. She seems got a very postmodern view. No one tells me what to do. Authority sucks. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go travel, because that's what every young person's purpose is to travel, right? See everything. That's your only purpose. So yeah, she's probably not going to be a very good companion for you. She's always going to be nagging and picking at you. You're going to be, living nice in a nice home. She's like, oh, time for us to move. Blah, 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 blah. Put Proverbs 31:15 as my evidence. She rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and portions for her maidens. I cannot see her doing that.
Yeah, isn't the whole point of the movie her just going away from being an authoritative figure?
Pretty much.
Correct.
Pretty much. So yeah, I just leave her be. She's just gonna leave you in her dust.
Sold 0 out of 10, bro. She is a child.
I think she's a minor too.
Yeah, she's like 12. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but still.
Okay, I didn't know that. Let's just forget this ever happened. Okay, so this is where the list starts. This is the actual bottom of the list. The other one doesn't count. Number 13, Gwen Stacy. She never freaking listens ever. Okay? Her dad says to Peter, oh, you're not supposed to be dating my daughter. Blah, 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 blah. Gwen Stacy's like, no, that's stupid. And then guess what? She's also dead. So.
Oh, well, that guy.
She doesn't ever listen. At no point. She is always going against what Peter says. Every single time. Proverbs 31:11-12. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not harm all the days of her life. You're going to marry this girl, and she's just not going to hear everything you say. She's just going to go kill lizards, and she's going to go hunt octopi because you didn't want that. You want her to be in a nice home, have kids, just live peacefully. But no, she's gonna go do that, and you have no say in that. Not gonna listen one bit. Would not recommend. The Raimi one was cool though.
Yeah.
She didn't really do anything, but.
No, she really might as well not existed at all.
Okay, number 12 is Ellen Ripley from Alien and Aliens and Alien 3, and I only watched Alien and Alien 2. Aliens, that's what it's called, Aliens. That's what I watched. So Ripley is part of that kind of movement that started in the 80s where women just became super cool, Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of women. And so that kind of started a trend in all movies where all women have to be super cool fighting guys and, have to be super strong and super tough. And so it was all kind of there to kind of destroy the quiet and gentle role that women are built for. So I put it a little lower on that just because of that. She's got that girl boss, she's always
Dude, she was literally a mother. I don't agree with that.
She was a mother? Which one?
Yeah. Did you not watch Aliens? Ripley from Aliens?
Yeah, I watched the first one and the second one.
The second one. She remember, and the second one, she was missing your daughter so much. That's why she's she's basically Mama Bear throughout the whole movie.
Well, let's just say that she left her child, and then so that's why she's right.
Yeah, granted, it was a work endeavor.
Shh. I have to justify.
Oh, that's a cool transition.
It was for work.
Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. So definitely strong. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Number 11 is Clementine from Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Never watched it.
Never heard of it.
It's one of my favorites. This is a movie I reviewed. It's my favorite romance ever. But Clementine is a lot. Okay, she's super impulsive. Again, she doesn't really listen. She kind of does her own thing, and she doesn't really tell you where she's going. And Proverbs 14:1, the wisest of women builds her house, but folly with her own hands tears it down.
Oh, she has blue hair.
Yeah, no.
Jim Carrey, he's also pathetic in the film, but you kind of see where he's coming from. And I know the whole point of that movie was to show that romances, they're very hard, they're hard to deal with people. It's kind of miserable, but it's beautiful anyway. I get that's the message of the film. But just Clementine herself, she's super over the top. And I don't know. I mean, if you can handle that, you can handle that. I think she could be submissive, maybe. I don't think she's a career woman. She's not like a 80s action star. But she also is just not very good at listening. And she has room to grow. So maybe you could make it work, but she's a handful of emotions, so I don't know about that. Okay, so number 10 is Sam Sparks from Cloudy from A Chance of Meatballs.
I was wondering when this was going to come.
And she is definitely a career woman. I think we can all agree on that. You just got to understand, if you're dating this woman, you just got to make sure you understand where her loyalties lie. There's nothing wrong with women working, if they're not married. But, if you're married, the Bible says that you need to be at home, you need to be with your children, you need to disciple them, you need to be all of that, you need to be caretaker of the household. So I would just figure out where her loyalties lie, where it shows in the movie. She's definitely, she's worked hard to get where she's at. She's a reporter, big-time reporter now. And so I'm just not sure if she's going to be that willing to give it up for her household. So just something to look out for. Now, Proverbs 31:17. She is energetic and strong, a hard worker. Sorry about that. A fun companion, but she may put emphasis on her job rather than her household. Number 9 is Bo Peep from Toy Story.
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep. You chose that?
Yeah, Bo Peep. Yes, we're talking about Bo Peep here.
Early movies or 4?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So, for the first 3 movies, she's just kind of a love interest. That's really all she is. She's just kind of there to smoochy smooch with Woody. But, it means they're alluding to something else. But, you can't show that on a kid's movie. Shouldn't show that in adult movies. But, if that's what she was, if that's what she was just stuck to the whole movie, then it'd probably be rated higher, but not too high because she didn't do anything. But
also correct.
but she kind of becomes like this independent girl boss. But
Yeah, that's because Disney can't help itself.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm still thinking that regardless, Woody is probably going to take the leadership role because that's just who Woody is. He's a leader. So
Yeah, I was gonna say he's done that in all the movies, even 4.
So you'd probably definitely get into some quarrels over authority, probably. But I think overall, she is not super opposed to being the submissive wife. I said that about a glass doll.
But anyway, Proverbs 31-18. She makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night. I thought the pun would be kind of funny there. Temperamental, but we'll never forget you.
Pepper Potts. We're doing Pepper Potts from Iron Man. She is number 8. And so she wears the pants in the house. But she is also, very strong. She works very hard. And so, she does very much care about Tony Stark. And so, because of that, even though she's not fulfilling the role she's supposed to, I bumped her up just because, her heart is with her family. She is there for her family. She's a supporter to her husband. We don't really see what she does with her daughter. We don't see those interactions very much except the funeral. So we don't know what that's like, so it's hard to gauge with that. But, that's just...
Pepper Potts is, she's one of the people of all time, honestly. The actress completely forgot she was even in Avengers, so...
Dang.
Proverbs 31:19-20. Her hands are busy spinning thread. Her fingers twisting fiber. She extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. And then Titus 2:4-5. And so train the young women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind, and submissive to their own husbands, that the word of God may not be reviled. So,
yeah, Disney would like to say something about that, unfortunately.
But overall, her heart, I think, is with her household. And so I just bumped her up because of that. Okay, number 7 is Lucilia.
I mean, rip her. She had a rough time.
And I really like this woman in the movie.
there's some weird incest stuff, and I can't tell if she's into it at first. But at the very end, she's definitely like, no.
Leading off.
What?
That isn't how you're supposed to lead off with a number 7 pick.
At the end, she's definitely opposed. So we got that. We're good on that. As we see in the movie, she is definitely submissive to authority. She's not there to really speak out or just rah 80s, kind of that Ripley kind of character. She is definitely one who is not opposed to authority, but she is opposed to a tyranny, which I like. It shows her that she's a very strong character. She helps the main character, like cheer up the Romans or whatever he does in the movie. And so because of that, she's a very strong character, and I really like her.
And she's pretty chill. She's pretty against incest. She has a daughter and everything. Leviticus 18:6. None of you shall approach any one of his close relatives to uncovered nakedness. I am the Lord. So it kind of covers the incest stuff. Proverbs 31:25. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. She has a tiny bit of fear, but overall, she's a pretty strong character. Just keep her brother away.
I think she'd be a great wife. She's a good mother to her kids, and she's just dope. She's strong. This is an actual strong woman. Okay, so number 6 is Joy from Blade Runner 2049. And she's the best. Okay, she is awesome. She is awesome, though, because she's designed that way to be a waifu for lonely boys who can't seem to get actual girls. And so she represents a lot in men, in the world of men. So she represents a lot. A very pathetic area, but she's perfect, you know, if she was real. I mean, she's a good cook, she's a good wife, she's a good supporter, she's very wise, she's always pushing Ryan Gosling to do the right thing and find the truth. So I bring her up. I can't not bring her down because she's so awesome. One caveat is she's not real.
But you know what? Proverbs 31:27. If we just ignore the prostitute stuff for just a second, she carefully watches everything in her household and suffers nothing from laziness.
But you know what? She does satisfy the husband's sexual desire. Not in a good Christian way. No, she hires a prostitute. No, that's not at all Christian. That's not at all Proverbs 31.
Okay, let's address the prostitute stuff. This is a long one. 1 Corinthians 7:1-5. Now, concerning the matters about which you wrote, it is good for a man not to have sexual relationship with a woman, but because of the temptation to sexual immorality, each man should have his own wife, and each woman her own husband. The husband should give to his wife her conjugal rights, and likewise the wife to her husband. For the wife does not have authority over her own body, but the husband does. Likewise, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but the wife does. Do not deprive one another, except perhaps by agreement for a limited time, that you may... I said that like a commercial. That you may devote yourselves to prayer, but then come together again, so that Satan may not tempt you because of your lack of self-control.
Yeah. And so I couldn't bring her higher because of that, but she had good intentions, right? Good intentions don't make it right, though, but, you know, it's very awkward to talk about. This is a horrible video idea.
But if she was real, she would be the best. She's a good cook. She's wise. Always by her husband's side.
So within the waifu category here, this is like a waifu in a fake movie. So like you got a fake woman in a fake movie. I understand. This is
waifu
getting closer.
Inception.
Yeah, waifu Inception.
Okay, so Barbara Maitland is at number 5 because we don't get to see a lot of her doing her wifely duties. But, you know, just because of that, she kind of just gets rated above because just all the other characters just show how they're not Proverbs 31 wife material. But she does. She goes up because she doesn't really show a lot, so she can't demote herself. But she does show herself to be kind of a good mother with the Winona Ryder emo deaf girl. You know, she's very nurturing towards her. She's very comforting. And she just fills that mother role very well. And so, yeah, I had to bring her up because of that. You know, number 5. I think she's good right there.
Great transition. That's a golden one right there.
It's a very slow one. Proverbs 31:20-21. She extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. She has no fear of winter for her household, for everyone has warm clothes.
I think if you were to have kids with her, you know, she'd be a very good wife, a very good mother. That's what I meant. She's already a wife, though. She's already taken. Sorry, guys. All the good women are taken, so, or not real. So, sorry about that. Sorry to break that to you. Number 5. That's number 5. Okay, so number 4 is Evelyn Abbott from The Quiet Place. What's nice about her is that she's forced to be quiet and gentle. It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Oh, well, firstly, Emily Blunt character.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a ton of these movies, unfortunately.
That's a real shame.
it is. I haven't seen the second one either, though, so...
Oh, the second one's great.
I didn't want to watch it.
Cillian Murphy kills it.
He's in that one?
Yeah. He's like one of the main guys.
Dude,
great.
I completely forgot, like, Cillian Murphy existed until, like, Oppenheimer.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't
That's
even realize he was Scarecrow in Batman.
Really?
No. They look like two completely different people now.
Well, that's because he aged a lot in between that. Basically, when he did Peaky Blinders, he just basically aged like 10 years in about 3.
So just disclaimer. I don't know what I'm really talking about here. But from what I remember, she's a super good wife. I mean, she's raising a full family while her family is being hunted by monsters. And, good on her, man. She's prime woman.
But yeah, Evelyn, she's got some mad endurance, good caretaker, nurtures her children, help her to her husband. Husband dies though, so forced to be quiet and gentle, which is nice. And gives birth while escaping monsters. So,
Dang, that's a feat.
Proverbs 31, 13 to 14. She finds wool and flax and busily spins it. She is like a merchant ship bringing her food from afar.
You want a woman, you get a woman like Emily Blunt. Preferably one that's actually Christian, though. I don't know too much about her faith, but just going to guess she's not a Christian. So get a Christian Emily Blunt. Got it? And if Emily Blunt is a Christian, she's also taken. So.
Nice. That's a
Wait, so you're telling me people age?
You sound like a guy who played God of War too much.
Number 3,
Oh, goodness gracious.
the dragon from Shrek.
Dragon from Shrek.
God.
That is not what...
Yeah, the dragon from
Son of Solomon.
You weren't joking about different ethnicities. Hot dang.
No.
Okay. Why was the only point sexy and loyal? Like,
Your lips are like a scarlet thread, and your mouth is lovely. Your cheeks are like halves of pomegranate behind your veil.
you have an issue.
I don't have an issue.
Okay, so number 2 is somewhat biased because I really like Cora. She's so awesome. She's kind of a program, kind of also same boat as Joy, but
Yeah, why do you have 2 of these? Do you have do you have some like program fantasy or something?
Cora's,
I'm sorry.
Cora's the best. Say it. I want you to say it.
That's sort of pathetic. I mean, just because you can't find the right woman doesn't mean you need
I
to
just want you to
find
say
one
it.
right yourself. I said it. I said it out loud.
she does become real. She becomes a real girl, like Pinocchio. Pinocchio is a different movie, though, so we're not talking about Pinocchio. Don't think I'm going to talk about Pinocchio. But yeah, she's the best. You know, she is always there for Sam, you know, very obedient for the most part towards Flynn. And so she's so awesome. You know, she's so bubbly. She loves literature. She wants to know more about the world. She wants to just gain wisdom. I mean, that's what you really want in a woman. You just want a woman to want to gain wisdom. That's what you want. And that's why Cora is awesome. And just... Sorry, I'm being creepy. I like Cora. She's a great character. She's a good character. Very good character. I like Cora.
So I think it's still important for women to know self-defense. Anyway, that's a tangent. Ephesians 5:31-33. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This mystery is profound, and I am saying that it refers to Christ and the church. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband.
Okay, so drum roll, please, for number 1. Number 1 is Ellie from Up.
Do I even need to explain this one?
Gosh dang it. And my heart just destroyed itself.
Same.
Gosh, that is literally the saddest 5 minutes in a movie I've ever watched.
And we're gonna watch some of it.
No!
No!
That's cruel. Oh, when they discovered they couldn't bear children.
You should have started it from the wedding scene.
No, it's
Yeah.
too long, and I don't want to make everyone cry.
Well, it has like no context for people who haven't seen it.
Everyone's seen Up, dude.
There's no way people haven't seen
I cannot name a person who hasn't seen Up. I also like how he gets a little bit pudgier throughout the years.
This is making me want to watch Up.
kind of want to watch up to.
Genesis 2:24. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Ellie is the best. Number one, Ellie's the best. You are a terrible person if you think that's wrong. You're not actually a terrible person. I'm sure you have very good reasons why she's not number one. But this is just a silly video. Don't take this video too seriously, please. Please don't take it seriously. Please do not take this seriously, please.
And that's it. That's everything.
I mean, fair enough, honestly.
What'd you think of the list?
I mean, well, while I find some of your answers subpar at best, I do agree with the conclusion.
How was the rankings?
Honestly, that's pretty. I mean, your number 2 choice is a little questionable, but overall, I think it works. But that number 3, I'm just confused. Why did you do this?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. She's beautiful in every way, and it's time people understand that.
Dang.
I can't tell if number 3 was a joke or not.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out. You're really throwing me off here, Scott. Play Destiny 2. I'm not sponsored.
If you want the husband ranking of film characters, husbands, let's analyze husbands, then get this video to 12 likes. If it doesn't have 12 likes, that's on you, okay? Like 12 likes, that ain't that hard. I get we have a small audience, we have a very small audience, but 12 likes, come on. You want the husband video? You give me 12 likes. It's on you.